Hello everyone and welcome to today's video of Divinity MC, episode number 9. In today's episode we're going to be working a bit more on the tower. As you guys can see, we've got a fair bit of progress done. You'll see how this turns out in this video. Now if you guys watched last episode, you'll remember if we come up here, we got this front area done and then we started marking this out. And in today's episode we get all this progress done. Plus a lot more yet. So today's episode is pretty much about getting this front area sort of set up and ready to go. Because if we get this front area done, we can sort of start figuring out what we're going to do with the end area. But as for now, guys, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed today's episode. But first, as always, a word from the sponsor of today's video, Divinity.
Wee. Well, you all can see why I'm here. I'm doing the sponsor, Divinity. See this big sign behind me? Literally shows you the brand name and the face and everything. Check them out in the description below. They're some of the best on the market at the moment, and the cheapest as well. And when you do check them out, bam! Use code LBGames to support me to make more amazing videos like this. And if you want to see the Chicken Man get paid, obviously. The link will be down in the description. The tastiest and the most healthiest energy drink on the market. Try them out.
Okay, so I AFK'd for about, would have been probably only like 20 minutes to be honest. But I didn't earn too much. If I go balance. Damn, okay. My keyboard doesn't like me today. Oh, I'm about to hit 38 trill. So I think I'm going to AFK for the night, and then I'll come back tomorrow morning and finish off what I was planning to do. Because I know 677k is going to get on at some point soon and start AFKing, and I want to keep a good fair bit ahead of him. So I'm going to continue to AFK overnight, and then I'll see you guys again in the morning. Okay, so I've AFK'd overnight. And as you guys can see, I'm back up to 64 trillion, which is good rates. It's really, really good rates. I also bought another cell multi. So for every block, like for the Edstone, for example, instead of getting 1 million each Edstone I sell, I now get 6 million. So we're making money pretty fast now. But for now, we're going to go back to the tower. Hopefully it's not destroyed. I haven't been to check it yet. It is the next day. Please still be here. Yes, okay, nobody's touched it either. Perfect. And I'm pretty happy with how it's coming along. So, what we're going to do now, as I said earlier, is we're going to start on this middle kind of section. I might wait until it's daytime though, because otherwise we're going to have mobs annoying me, creepers and stuff. But we've made good progress. I mean, we've got these walls filled in on both sides. We've got, you know, a sort of roof for this section done. And yeah, so we'll get this middle section done. And then we'll start sort of working on this interior as well. But once it becomes daytime, because I don't want to get annoyed by mobs and phantoms. Okay, we have made a lot of progress. So if you see I fly up here, I've done the entire schematic. This will be the back of the castle. And as you can see, we've actually taken up pretty much the entirety of this island with this build, which was my goal. And I've sectioned out, I've made this staircase, and I've started hanging lanterns and stuff. I've just done this to give you guys and myself a general idea of how the design is going to look. So down here, this will be the bottom floor. This will be a floor for the entire castle, right? Then we come up to the second level. The second level is only going to be where these areas here are marked, and that's it. I might extend it to include these areas here as well. Don't think I will. And then we have this third layer, which is all this. I haven't done the walls for it just yet. That's another issue. I'm having mob spawn like crazy. And yeah, that'll be the third layer. So the bottom layer is going to be all throughout the castle. Second layer will come, yeah, to here. Third layer will come to here. And then fourth layer will just be these two little small sections here. So there and here, and it's going to be big windows to look out. And I'll also build a way to climb up out onto the roof so you can have a sniper. But overall, I'm happy with the progress we've made. And I like how it looks at the front. I'm doing a grid and we come to the back and it's just, yeah, empty. And I'm not going to go too crazy with stylizing it because it will take a lot of time. And I only think this season's around for 3 weeks or another month or something. So we're sort of on a time crunch. But we've made heaps of progress in today's video. Okay, so we got this filled out and marked out now. We've got the beacon done as well. That's down there. I tried to get it as centered as possible. It's a couple blocks off, but that's fine. I couldn't really be bothered moving the entire beacon over 2 blocks. That's just effort. So we've run into a problem. We're out of polished deep slate and we can't buy it. And I don't even think we could buy normal deep slate. I'm just going to check again. No. So we're gonna have to go deep slate mining. To do that though, we are just gonna RTP. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go around the island, place down all the sugarcane. And I'm also gonna brainstorm some things to put around. I might make like a moat or something maybe, I don't know. Carve out a moat at the front here and have it go around, kind of connecting into this here on this side. Then obviously over here it's already close enough to the water, or even just having it through the front, and then we'll have a bridge going over it that leads to the castle entrance, the door I should say, and then we'll have a little boat area, like a dock as well. I don't know, but before we go deep slate mining, I'm just going to add some touches around the castle area. Need to pickle these shulkers up. This little axe, yep, it is. We'll just chuck these over here. Just chuck them into the bottom of this castle So they're out of the way, because there is stuff I'll probably want in them. Hold up. Oh, I thought that was more polished deep slate. I got happy. It's just walls. Walls are useless to us. But yeah, we're going to spruce this island up a bit, make it look a bit cleaner. And then we'll go deep slate mining, and then get more onto work. With this, I don't think we'll do the back today. I think we just want to get these walls started like I've been doing. Get sort of what areas are going to be which marked out, stuff like that. Like this, how I've got this whole layer, the floor's done. And this second layer is going to come to here, I've decided. And then the bottom layer is going to come all the way through. That third layer is just going to be as it is. And then this fourth layer is just going to be this small section here. I don't know. Going to need lots more deep slate though. So we'll buy some more shulkers and stuff like that. Okay, so I started digging out the moat. I'm going to make it way bigger than this. It's only like 4 blocks wide at the moment. I'll probably go another 5 blocks wide, make it 9 blocks wide. And I'm going to make it natural looking. So I'm going to like put sand on the bottom. Like if we look over here, you can see that it sort of goes down and is flat and it has red bumps and stuff in it. That's what I'm going to do with this. And then in the middle here, we're going to make the bridge this size. So from this black stone to that black stone, that'll be the size of the bridge. And then somewhere in the moat, we'll make a dock. So yeah, I should probably be working on this, but I want to try and get this done. I feel like doing this right now, so whilst I feel like doing it, we're going to get it done, because otherwise I'll finish the castle off in a few episodes, and I won't be bothered to do any of this texture stuff. But we got all the sugarcane placed all the way around the island. All the way around. So we'll give it that sort of reefy sort of look, I guess. And an infinite supply of paper constantly, which is a good thing. I kept getting packet kicked again. I'm not sure why. I figured it was because of all my drops, so I went and AFK'd. Didn't really AFK, I was still there, but I just sat there for a little bit, sold all the blocks, which seemed to help with the lag. So yeah, gonna dig this out a few more blocks, and then start texturizing it and filling it in with water. Filling it in with water is going to be the hardest part of all of it. But I figured, oh yeah, filling this in with water is going to be the hardest part for sure. This is, yeah, it's going to be really annoying to fill, but it'll be worth it in the end. Trying to think, should I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, I reckon if I go 5 more, that's thick enough. That's pretty good, yeah. It'll leave enough room to build a dock at some stage too. Anyway, back to it. Okay, so after about 3 hours of pain, and more pain, the moat is done. This side over here looks good. This looks trashy. I'm going to fix this. I am for sure going to fix this. Not tonight though, because I have already been on this for hours, and I'm really starting to get sick of it. And if we look here, it looks somewhat natural. It doesn't really, but I'm just going to say it is. But then we come up this end, and it's just a tragedy. It is just, yeah, it looks disgusting. But that's not our problem. So what we will do now, we'll get this bridge done now, and then next episode we'll fix this up, make these ends look a bit nicer. Both ends, mainly that end. That end's not too bad, this end up here. It's more that end, and we're going to fix this so it's even all throughout. The issue that I was having was I'd place the water down and then I couldn't, it's just annoying when you're doing something this large and this deep as well. But most of these blocks are source blocks now. Well, they're not, but it's all filled in. I'll put some kelp down and stuff, give it a bit of life. And yeah, so what we'll do now is we will do this bridge and then we'll get on to the deep slate mining. I'm trying to decide whether I should do it. I might do it out of dark oak. I'm thinking instead of the spruce, we use dark oak. But a tip that I've learned is that we could use spruce for like in here, and it'll make it look somewhat wet. Like gives it a sort of wet looking texture. Like if we mix it up, sort of like so, then we just come along and strip all this. I can see it looks like some of them are wet, kind of, not really, but I'm doing it wrong, I know that. But yeah, we're going to do stripped logs for these in the water parts, but the rest of it will just be regular dark oak, I think. And yeah, so that's in the right spot. I won't need to do it on this side really. We can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just strip it. Then we'll do the bridge all the way across. We'll do a nice looking bridge. Then we'll get on to deep slate mining. I'm liking this design. Alright, tower's not too impressive at the moment. Well, the castle I should say. But once we've got this area built, we'll be able to start stylizing it, and we'll mix up the blocks too. I was talking with Spaceless, getting a bit of advice. He was watching my last video, and I too am gonna stylize it, not just polish deep slate, do a mixture of blocks, at least for the visible areas. The interior I'm not too worried about, but the one thing I am happy with is how this front sort of looks. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get onto the bridge and then deep slate mining, because I want to try and get all 5 of these shulkers filled with polished deep slate. So that's about, yeah, 5 full shulkers of deep slate, then turn it all into polished. Okay, so I've got the bridge done. Isn't the best bridge I've made, but it's a bridge nonetheless. It's, got the design, it's got enough room underneath, barely. Well, once you get under, there's enough room. Other than that, there's really no room at all. I did a bit of texturizing at the ground here, just basic stuff, just shoveling, or right-clicking on the dirt with a shovel, and yeah. Had a quick fly around the island too, and all the sugarcane has grown, except for everything over the back here, because it's out of my sort of area I've been working in. But as I'm working over here, it'll begin to grow. all this is obviously grown, and we've got a little island here. And what I think I'll do for this front island is I'll just leave it as it is, honestly. Might build the dock in this little inlet here. And then for the backside, for these areas around the castle, I'm just going to put farms. That seems like, especially in this area, a perfect area for it. We come over here, there's a little bit of room for a farm. Then obviously once the back of it's done, the rest of the island will just be left bare. But overall, this is a good location. And like I said, I'm not too happy with how the moat turned out. I'm not the happiest about the bridge, but it'll do. It matches the theme of the castle, so it will do. So what we're going to do now is grab all this. Then we're just going to go flying around to find a cave and just mine for some deep slate. I should probably bring my beacon with me, but I low-key cannot be bothered. So we're just going to fly around until we find a cave.
I'm flesh and bone. I get emotional. I know to stay afloat. Head up so I don't lose my hope. I wear my scars like a badge of honor. Staring right in the face. And if I fall, there's always tomorrow. I'ma make the best of today. I just keep on smiling through the madness. I can light a match in my darkest days. I keep bouncing back, my skin's made elastic. Keep smiling, smiling, smiling. Open up my heart to all the chaos.
Okay, so we have got 3 more shulkers pretty much full of deep slate. I ended up going back to my base because I got sick of mining. I've been on for 8 hours, so I am pretty sick of mining and building and stuff. But we've got enough to continue working on doing the outlines for the layers, doing the walls, etc. Stylizing and texture wise, we'll use, if I go to shop, I'll show you guys the blocks I'm going to use. I'm going to use cracked deep slate bricks, and maybe some basalt and blackstone and stuff too, because like I said, I don't want this to just be bland. I'm going to stylize and texture it slowly. And obviously the letters are very out of place and don't match with it all really. But, oh well. Anyways guys, I'm going to end off today's video there. I'll give you guys a little 360 of the progress we made today right now. As always, be sure to check out W Energy. A link to their website will be down in the description. Be sure to use code LBGames to get your order 10% off. And there is a special promotion on at the moment. All you got to do is head to the W website, click on the banner up at the top, and it will enter you into the promotional giveaway. And as always guys, if you enjoyed this video and want more content just like this, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. Anyways gamers, goodbye. Wait for them to